guys, so I'm actually so excited. I actually have known this information for like 2 weeks-ish. I posted about it on TikTok. The video went kind of quote-unquote viral, but I'm literally so excited because I got accepted into the Yonsei Summer School program. If you guys are considering applying or just interested in it, do keep in mind about the changes that could happen because of COVID. So today I'm gonna be talking about like the application process and my personal experience and my budgeting and just sort of like my plan and how much I spent so far, because those are pretty like important information that I get asked often on that like TikTok. I have my iPad as like my script right here so that I don't miss anything. I'm going to be specifically speaking about my personal program. So it's the summer one. I don't know much about the year long or the semester long, so that's a completely different thing. The program I'm attending is the Yonsei International Summer School program for the year 2021, in short YISS. Mine is a 6 weeks long program. There is also a 4 weeks long program that includes up to 3 courses that could be transferable to my uni. And this is something that you have to also talk to your school study abroad advisor or counselor just to make sure that your credits from this program can be transferred back to your school. There are optional field trips to Busan and the DMZ, but because of COVID, all of those trips are canceled, which is really unfortunate, but I do save around $350 that optional field trip fee, and I can use that on like my own trip and planning it out and possibly having it be cheaper. And this is one important thing, is that the program is open for application until May 14th. The classes will all be taught in English. The syllabus and everything are all in English. I feel like, you know, if it's an international summer school, it would make the most sense if it was in English. There will also be Korean language classes. Your level will be determined by the Korean placement test within the first week. As long as you are attending a college or university, you can apply. And if you're a high school senior and you've already been admitted to a uni, you have that uni's admission letter, I believe you're also eligible to apply as well. Here's the part that everyone probably want to hear, is that there is a big scholarship discount for everyone right now. I call it scholarship because it was applied as scholarship in my invoice, but it is the early bird discount where everyone basically get 40% off on their tuition. So it doesn't matter the minimum or maximum course you take. I believe there is a chart too, so I'll put the chart up here, but you'll see like how much the price is in Korean won. Everyone will be eligible for this discount as long as you pay your tuition off by April 30th. So remember, April 30th is the due date, like the official due date if you want that discount, and May 14th is like the application due date. So yeah, you are in charge of your own housing and flights. When I first applied and looked, the dorm has many options. You can stay in single rooms, double rooms. Now you can only have single rooms because of the COVID quarantine thing. So for the 2021 program, there is only the SK Global House single rooms, and there's no longer the double room option. If you were to check in on June 24th to August 6th, your housing fee would be around 1,500 USD, and if you were to check in on June 29th to August 6th, it's gonna be 1,300-ish, and that's a lot of money. Well, I mean, I know it's like for a single room, but that's just a lot of money. So for me, I've decided to do Airbnb, and I'm sharing an Airbnb with a bunch of other girls who are attending the programs as well. It is a lot cheaper. So for me personally, we're splitting it among 7 people, and our total, or my total, was $662. That's really nice. So let's have a pause right here, and I'll tell you guys a couple things that you have to keep in mind when you are thinking about possibly going or applying for the study abroad trip. So as of now, all foreigners who aren't staying long-term will be required to quarantine under the Korean government's facility. It costs around 1,300 to 2,100 USD to stay in the facility. As far as I know, US and UK students who are staying less than 90 days aren't required to get visa, but if you do want to self-quarantine and you want to go through that visa process, I believe you can self-quarantine through an Airbnb. I'm not sure about that. I much prefer having that like meal and everything planned, and I don't want to self-track, worry about food, those like other planning stuff, so I'm choosing to do the government facility quarantine. You would have to need your school's official transcript which for me was really easy to acquire, but I know some schools make it really hard or you have to wait a really long time, so that's something that you have to check on. A passport size picture for your student ID card and $100 for the application fee. It was really simple. There was no resume or no like essay required. You guys don't have to worry about that part. I have posted a video on TikTok about like the whole process on how you want to do it or how you could do it, so you guys can follow me on my TikTok to look at the video, I guess. And I post a lot on TikTok too. I've been, you know, really into TikTok, but who isn't, right? It was a really easy process, and I really do recommend people to think about studying abroad. And there are many scholarships out there who are willing to pay you that money to get your experience in. I have applied to the Gilman scholarship, but I believe that one is closed already. But there is the Freeman Asia one. Yeah, I would definitely look up on study abroad scholarships because they are really generous with their money. I have a budget list for Yonsei, and I'm going to just tell you guys like everything that I'm planning to consider for my budgeting and how much it will total out to. First of all, tuition is for sure $1,800, and housing for me was around $662. It's easy to find a non-stop flight from Seattle to Korea, but I'm meeting with a friend in Canada just so that we can have a buddy system. So I have a one-stop flight, and it was $1,300 plus the quarantine. I'm putting the quarantine as max right now, which is $2,100 because I don't want to like underestimate it and then not have enough money, you know. And then food, I'm putting around $150 a week times 6 weeks is $900 for food. Shopping, I'm putting $600, but I doubt I'll keep it within that range. It'll probably be like $1,000 for shopping just because I want to splurge a bit. And transportation, I know I'm going to be using my T-Money card a lot. And oh, I want to show you guys my T-Money card. It's super cute. I put my transportation for $200, so I need to do all the math and I'll add it on screen here. So this is the T-Money card I have from last time I went to South Korea. I have some like cash from last time I went to Korea as well. I have like 40,000 won, which is about $40, which isn't a lot, but it's still money for shopping. So that's everything. I hope you guys find this video helpful somewhat or just fun to watch. Feel free to leave your questions or any sort of like comment question down below, and follow me on my Instagram and TikTok because I try to be as helpful and informative as I can. So